What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And if you guys do enjoy watching my videos, please hit that subscribe button to join the nation, and let's get into today's video. So today, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to build a really cool redstone printer. It's pretty simple and pretty awesome, so let's get right into it. Alright, so without any further ado, let's hop on the minecart and head on over to the printer so I can show you guys how to build this thing. Alright guys, so this is the printer. I know it doesn't look too fancy. You can make it look a little better though once you're building it. This is just kind of the, normal one with no, really cool, design or anything on it. But you guys can do whatever you want with it, as long as you follow the part that you actually really need to have for it to work. Alright, to actually use this printer, what you're going to need, you'll notice this huge line of pistons right here. What you're going to do is you are going to get 2 colors of wool. You can use more, but just for this I'm going to use 2 colors. You need the color of your ink and the color of your paper. The way you can use more is if you want multicolored ink or paper, but that's too much work for right now, so I'm just going to get 2 colors. We're going to get lime wool, and black wool. And I am going to be printing a creeper face out for you, so let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing you need to do to actually print this is add 2 layers of your ink on here, or whatever color of ink you are going to be using. So I'll be back once I have this whole thing filled out with 2 layers of ink. Alright, so I got the whole thing filled out with 2 layers of ink, and now what you want to do is top this with 1 layer of the color of paper you want, which for me is going to be lime green paper. And by the way, it's best to use wool for this, just because at the end, if you don't like what you printed, you can burn it easily and get rid of it faster. But if you'd like to use a different block like concrete or something, that's fine. You just have to destroy it with your hand after if you don't like it. But anyways, I'll be back once I have this completely filled out. Alright, so I got the 1 layer of paper, and the next thing that we need to do is grab a redstone torch, which I have right here, and head on down below the printer. And basically what you do here is draw your design of what you want to print on your paper. So I'm going to print a creeper, so let's head over here and do the eyes. So I'm just going to make, your normal creeper, the square eyes with the creepy little face. And there are our eyes. Now here, did I get all those? Yep. Now what we're gonna do is head over here and make the mouth that the creepers are all famous for. So basically just like that. Boom, boom, and the little frowny thing right there. And now, as you're going to notice, it pushed the blocks up into it, just like that. And it basically makes the shape of whatever you draw down there onto the paper with the ink that was below. So to actually use this thing, what we're going to do is grab some white concrete powder, or if you don't have this update, you can just use sand or gravel. And you want to go right here and you want to add 6 layers, just like this. And the reason I use white is because it looks like paper going into the printer, which is pretty cool. Like when it's actually working, it looks like the paper is going into the printer right here and coming out with a shape on it or whatever you put on. So I'll be back once I have all of this white concrete. Alright, so there we go. I got all of the white concrete powder, or sand if you want to use sand, in the correct place. So now it looks like paper is in the printer, and there is a paper ready to print out. And what we do now is come over to this little redstone part, and you want to flick this lever, which will basically kind of act as turning on the printer, and then this button to actually start printing. And as you can see, it will start printing out our design, which is really cool. I really love this because you can make anything really. And I know that's not the best creeper. Something looks not right with it, but it's still basically, a creeper. You can print really anything out with this. And what I was saying earlier with the wool is if you want to, get rid of it, you don't want to keep it. I just dropped that fire charge. But if you don't want to keep it, you can just drop down on it and light it on fire, and it will eventually all go away. And then what you're going to have to do is destroy this white concrete powder that's in here, because that won't burn. But yeah, that's basically the printer. So I guess now it's time to show you. Let's turn this off and build it. Alright, so now it's time to get into the actual recording part of the tutorial. So the blocks you're going to need are a block of your choice, redstone repeater, button, lever, piston, and a sticky piston. And yeah, those are all the blocks you're going to need to make this printer. And yeah, let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is make a 6x9 rectangle above the ground, just like this. Let me see how much that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like this, and just bring it back all the way to make a 6x9 rectangle. And then you're going to fill in the 6x9 rectangle. Alright, so just like that. And once you have it all filled in and you have a perfect 6x9 rectangle, you're going to go up one just like this. And also with the 6x9 rectangle, you can make this as big as you want. Really, it can be any size. This is going to be the size of your paper at the end. You can make it as big as you want. You just have to extend the redstone we do later a little bit to do that. But I'll show you what I mean in like later on in the build. But basically, once you place that block there, you want to again basically trace over the 6x9 rectangle and just make a copy of it right above it, just like that. So you basically should have 2 6x9 rectangles, or whatever shape or size you made it, just like this. It actually has to be a rectangle or square. It can't be like something like this. It has to be like a rectangle or square. But it can be any size. But basically, you'll have 2 right on top of each other, 1 block apart. And once you have this, you are going to cover the top of the top one with up-facing pistons, just like this. So you're just going to basically make it look like a giant piston. Alright, so once you've covered the complete top of the top layer of the 6x9 with pistons, what you're going to do is grab your block of your choice and basically make an outline around the pistons that just basically, you know, covers the sides of the pistons. This part is just kind of to make it look better, but it actually does help a little bit. But yeah, you're just going to make an outline around the piston. So after you finish the outline around the piston rectangle, basically you're just going to build this outline up 2 more blocks, just going 2 more blocks all the way around it. And this is basically the inside of the printer where you're going to put the ink and everything. Alright, so once you have the outline all the way built up, this is the inside of your printer, and you just want to go to the shorter sides and build these up 1 more, just like this. And this just kind of helps for the rest of the building just a little bit. So just keep doing this on both sides. And once you have this, we're going to start on the redstone. So what you need to do now is pick which side you want to have it print from. So I'll just have it print out that way. So we want to do the redstone on the opposite side. And basically you just want to put a block on this part and come on over this way and put a piston facing in, just like that, and you can go ahead and destroy the block. And then just make a row of pistons going all the way down here. And don't put one over here, because it won't be able to actually print because there's these blocks in the way. So you just want to finish this line just like this, and then go behind it and build a straight line of a block of your choice right on the back of each of these pistons, just like that. And once you have this line right here, you're going to just put redstone all along it, just like this, and then grab your block of choice again, and you're going on each side, you're going to go down by 1, just like this. So just build down by 1, and then destroy that block, and then bring this over by 3, just like that, and also on the other side, bring it over by 3. And then on this side, you're going to put a block there, and then a block here, and then build all the way over to the other side, just like this. And on this side, though, you're not going to put a block there, just leave it open like that. And what you're going to do is go over to this side and put 3 redstone, or actually 5 redstone down, just like that. And then grab your button and put it right in the center, right there. So if you press it, it should make all of the pistons go, just like that. And the next thing you're going to do is grab your redstone dust and just put it like that, in that, one right there and one right there. And that is that part with the redstone. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is basically create a redstone clock that will make the pistons just keep on going over and over again until we turn it off. So what you want to do is come over to this side to the left and count 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then destroy the 4th one and build down 2. So put 2 blocks right here and then build 1 over, just like that. And then you can go ahead and destroy both of those and put a sticky piston on that block, and then you can destroy this block once you've placed the sticky piston, and then put a block again right above it, and then just grab your block once again and basically build like an L shape that goes right on over here, and it should be at the exact, like if we do this, they are at the exact length, not one shorter than the other. I just like that. It doesn't actually have to be like that. Put a lever on the end of this, and then get your redstone, just like this. Don't flick the lever, I accidentally flicked it. And then get your redstone and just build it on over to the piston, and it should look just like this. So that is basically an on switch for the piston, or for the printer, and then that button will actually start printing. Alright, so once you have everything here, the sticky piston in the right place, and all of the redstone, you're going to take out your repeaters, and come on over to this side where we have the 2 redstone dusts right here, but nothing in the middle. You want to look this way to where you can't see the printer that you've already made, and then place one and put it at a 4-tick delay. And then you want to come over here and put a redstone dust right there, and then just a line of repeaters, and then skip this block and keep going. You want to skip that block because that's the one with the sticky piston on it. And then all of these repeaters that you just put down also need to be at 4-tick delay, just like so. And once you have the repeaters all placed down, this is actually going to be basically it for the redstone. I know it seems like there would be a lot more, but there really isn't. This is basically it for the redstone. So now let's get into the next part of the printer. Also, if you want to quickly check and make sure you built the redstone part right, just click this lever and then tap the button and make sure it creates a redstone clock. As you can see, the redstone just keeps going around and the pistons just keep on going. That's how you know you did it right. So all you have to do to turn this off is just click the lever, and it will stop. Alright, so the next step on making this printer is basically just designing it and adding decoration to it, making it look a little better. And the only thing that you have to do, and make sure you have to do when you are actually adding design to this printer, is come 1 block here and make this 2 high right here, just like that. And this is just so you can get in. Actually, I think you can just make it this high, and you will be able to walk right into the printer to add all of the stuff that you need to add. And once you build this up, you'll just have to basically get out. So yeah, you need to make this 1 higher because the wool will be at 1 higher. Yeah, so basically you just want to make like an upside down L shape right here, and make sure you don't put anything on this side, because if you built it up over here, it will block the concrete that you have to place down. So be sure to just put it right here, and then just basically build this part all the way across. And this is really the only part that you have to do when you're designing this. You can do anything else. You can add buttons or anything you want. So I'll be back once I have made this printer look a little better, and yeah, I'll show you what I do for my design. Alright guys, so that right there is my finished printer, and also what I said a second ago when I said that this needs to be one higher. You can actually lower it down because I thought about it, and if you're filling this up, you can just stand on one block and build up. Here, let me get a block. I'll just get some color of wool if I can manage to type. Let's see, there we go. And like, if you had all of these built up already to 3, here, let me just build these up to 3, and they were all around you, you would still be able to actually get out if it was only at this high, because you won't be able to jump anymore. If we go in here, you'll see you can't jump anymore, but you can just go out and then fill the last block up. So actually, you can make that one lower than I told you needed it to be earlier if you want to. But this, guys, is my finished printer, so it does work totally fine. I added like some buttons and things, and I also made it one block high to where the paper comes out, just because that's a little more realistic. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. The redstone was pretty simple on this one. I do have some more advanced redstone things coming up, as you can probably see over there, or you know, in just general areas. But this is the redstone printer. I also like how this looks. Like, this actually looks kind of like a stand for the printer. If you look at it from the right angle, like from right here, it looks like a stand for the printer, so I really like that. But yeah, I already showed you guys how it works, so I don't really have to show you that again. That's just basically the printer. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you do want to see some more tutorials like this one, and if you did enjoy this tutorial and enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. Let's try and get 20 likes on this video. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!